Fear and anxiety during the detox period of a porn brain rewire. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh, responding to a question from Alex down in the comments here on this YouTube channel. So Alex asked, talk about the fear and anxiety that comes during the detox period. What can we do about it? Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about what causes the fear and anxiety, because knowledge is power. And then secondly, I'm going to talk about how that is impacting your brain and how your brain is creating it. And that's going to go hand in hand. And then number 3, your brain tip strategy for the day, what you can do about it. Okay, fear and anxiety. So the fear and anxiety that you feel during the detox period of a porn brain rewire, usually at first. So you decide, you commit, you're not going to watch porn anymore. You're not going to masturbate. And it's 2 days later and you feel like absolute garbage, right? The reason you feel like garbage and you might have fear and anxiety is fear and anxiety come out of that very fast brain speed. It's called high beta. And what high beta is it's literally electrical energy that is cranking fast. And if you have a Muse headband, you'll know what I'm talking about, because what you'll see is on the headband, your percentage of calm will be lower and lower if you don't go into the screen and masturbate. So what happens is this fast high energy is increasing and it's producing cortisol, the stress neurotransmitter in your brain. That's what makes you want to go into the screen, because when you watch porn, what it does is it creates that dopamine deluge, and that deluge takes your brain out of this fast state into the slow, calm, chill state. And that is basically the reason that you end up feeling fear and anxiety when you're detoxing, is because you're not giving your brain all that dopamine. It's not getting what it wants and what it's used to in the cycle of pornography. So you get a dopamine deficit because your brain's been taught dopamine deficit in the world, dopamine deluge in the screen. So when you leave the deluge behind, you get a deficit. Okay, so that's number 1 and 2. To move to number 3, what can you do about the fear and anxiety? You need dopamine, but we're rewiring your brain and we're training it that the dopamine's not in the screen anymore. Dopamine's in the world. Dopamine's in your work. Dopamine's in your hobbies. Dopamine's in hanging out with your honey. Dopamine's in healthy sexuality, connection, mental, emotional, and physical connection. So you have to retrain your brain. Dopamine's in the world, and you do it in those ways, but it's tricky because it's twofold. You have to teach your brain that not only is the dopamine in the world, but there's a lot less of it. We know that when you go into the screen, porn is a super normal stimulus. It gives a deluge, a flood of dopamine. Brains weren't meant to have dopamine deluges. Deluge? They were meant to have the healthy levels of dopamine that are gotten from work, play, and relationships. So when you go into the world, there's going to be lower levels. So there is going to be a time period of unwiring of the brain pattern and rewiring of the healthy brain pattern. So there will be discomfort. And so if you feel fear and anxiety, I want you to know that it's neurochemically driven. You're feeling it because you don't have the dopamine. You can offset it by trying to get as much dopamine as possible, but in the short run, until your brain rewires, you won't be able to get the amount that you had been getting before, and that's okay. So you come up with strategies to offset fear and anxiety. Positive affirmations can be really powerful, using your breathing techniques. And I've shared these on my other YouTube channel, Brain Rewire, Dr. Trish Leigh, where I just talk about brain stuff. Meditation can be really powerful. If you don't follow me over on that channel, jump on over and follow me over there, because I give you lots of strategies to implement in your life just to help your brain performance, to offset anxiety and to improve focus. So there's strategies over there for you. But in this video, you can remember that you're not going to be able to get the amount of dopamine, but you need to create it in your world and then make a strategy to be able to get comfortable with being uncomfortable as your brain is rewiring itself. I want you to remember you're stronger than you know you are. I write that in the comments because I want you to know that this thing can kick your booty, but you're stronger and you can kick it back. You might think that hijacker's smart. You're smarter. That hijacker came out of you. You're the smart one. You're the one smarter and stronger, and you can win. You can win this journey if you want to. Let's get all in, all right? Double down, get all in on this journey, and you can handle the fear and anxiety. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay, if you need more help on this journey, I'm here for you. Please go over to my website, drtrishleigh.com. I have programs in different shapes and sizes. If you are suffering with fear and anxiety during the detox period, your brain probably has some rewiring to do. The 90-day program is complete, and that is the program that most people need. If you're not interested in that level of a program yet, join the fundamentals program. It'll get you started. Okay, I hope this helps you out. And as always, control your brain or it'll control you.